super spur of the moment live. I'm gonna just clean off my area as I give everybody a chance to come in. I've had an extremely long work day, so I decided that I was going to come live today because normally on filming days like today, if I normally on filming days like today, I try to, hey y'all, I try to go live at the end of the day so I don't feel like pressured the next day. But did want to come on here. Give me a two once you get in the chat if you can hear me. Give me a two. Give me a two if you can hear me. Boo boo. Good. Guys, how is everybody doing? So, oh my god, I created some really good content right today for me. But the reason that the title is I don't know, I give up is because not I give up like, oh, I'm done making YouTube videos. Not like that, but like I can't try to guess anymore. You know what I mean? Like before when I first started on YouTube, I wasn't trying to follow an algorithm. I wasn't trying to figure out what people like the most. And I wasn't doing none of that. I just posted the videos that I wanted to post. Like I literally would just go to work all day and whatever videos I had filmed from my clients is what I posted. It wasn't like, I wonder how watch time is. I wonder if they're gonna like this. Like I was thinking about none of that at all. I was just like, let me hurry up and edit this real quick and post it. So now, you know, when you think about it, like every time you look on social media, like it's a new fad, it's a new trend for people to follow. And it confuses me because I'm like, I'm not a trend girl. Like I follow the science, right? Like I'm always talking about the science of the human body. So I'm like, I really do not know. Y'all, as many people that are in here right now, I only have 3 freaking thumbs up. Give me some more thumbs up, guys. That's why YouTube's not sending a notification because they're like, all of these people are in here, but nobody's even giving a thumbs up but 3 people. That's crazy. But anyway, that was the the main things. And I know I've talked to people to death about this before, but that's one of the main reasons I left the hair industry. I left the hair industry because I'm like, they just want their hairstyle. Don't nobody wants to learn about the science of hair. Nobody wants that, right? And I'm okay with that. Like I can't make people want to know what I want to know. It's not like, it's not my thing. But you know, when you are a content creator, when you making content and stuff, it puts you in a place of like, okay, well, do I follow the crowd? Do I follow what everybody is saying hits on the algorithm? And when I look at the algorithm and videos that I'm supposed to make based on what other people are watching, based on what like YouTube says is everybody's favorite, I am like, I don't it's so far fetched from like where I am. It's so far fetched from like what I believe in, what I study. It's like I would have to, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I feel like I would have to dumb myself down to talk about the things that people want to talk about. Like people are like, oh, Sam, what do you think about this product? What do you think about this product? I don't think anything about any of these products. I think the same thing about all of them, which is their tools. That's it and that's all. So that's why my caption says like, I just don't know and I give up. I don't know and I give up as it pertains to like trying to like play this cat and mouse game. Like, what do you want? Let's chase the algorithm. Do them see this? It's like no, because even the channels that are all about growing online, like have them to learn the algorithm all over. YouTube isn't expert on YouTube right now. YouTube is recreating everything. So for myself, like there's so many pieces of me that died, y'all. Like when y'all first met me, and I know some people give me a 5 if like you new to my channel like within the last like couple of months. But when I first started my channel like years ago, I was a cosmetologist. My focus was different. I mean, I'm still a cosmetologist, but I was standing behind the chair. Like my focus was different. Uh, the things that I did from the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep, like everything about me was different, right? Like everything about me was different. And it's like you have two different versions. Like you hear people say like, "Oh, I'm transforming like a butterfly." I heard this example earlier today. Oh my god, her name is escaping me right now. It'll come to me. Hourglass, Jazz Hourglass, something like that. I can't. My bad, sis. But the way she put it was so excellent because it's like, okay, most people say like, oh, like I'm a butterfly. I'm a butterfly and I'm transforming from the inside, and but I'm still the same, and I just add wings and every. No, it's more like a snake shedding its skin, where it's like none of this can come with me. None of it. Like none of it. With a caterpillar, with a caterpillar going from a caterpillar to a butterfly, like everything in its essence gets like transformed, right? Where it gets transformed and turned into something else, but still the essence of who you are is still intact. It just gets transmuted, right? Alchemized is the word I'm looking for. It's just like alchemized, pressed down, shaken, turned into something. But where I've been, no, it's like this whole layer of skin that you've presented to the world. That has to go. We're peeling that off. That has to go. So it's cool. It's a good thing, right? And you guys go ahead and ask your questions. I only want to come on here for a little bit just to ask a couple of y'all questions, see where y'all at. But that is why I sometimes like I'll be putting out like 3-4 videos a day, but then other times I may put out like one video a week, and that's just because I'm just making sure that I'm being true and being authentic to myself, like, and I'm not having to go back and like retrace my steps and like say, oh no, I didn't mean that, what I meant was this. Like just making sure that I'm really able to like stay true to everything that I say. Like social media is forever, and I don't like having to go back on my word, right? So anyway, that is why I not been struggling, because I haven't been struggling as of late, but just really like taking my time and being easy on myself, because it's like sometimes it makes me feel like, okay, well, I'm giving them the truth, but it's like the truth isn't enough, and it almost puts you in this position. It's like, well, should I start making up stuff? Should I start doing what the other girls did and like making up stuff to make stuff more shiny? But I just know what it is. Like the place that I'm at right now and how open everybody is to like understanding the science of the human body. Nobody was here like 7 years ago. Nobody wanted to hear it, and now people are more susceptible to it. So that's why I'm saying I'm in a place of surrender 100%, where I'm saying I don't know what y'all want, and that's okay, because I'm no longer going based on what I see in my outer world. But when I wake up, like today, I woke up today and I was the first thing that I thought was inflammation triggers. I'm like, what? So when I went into my work and the way that I started getting stuff done, it was like everything that I needed just came. I'm like, okay, bet. So I got 2 scripts written this morning. It was like on my mind as soon as I woke up, not in a negative way, but it was almost like I was floating in information land when I was asleep, and then I woke up and it was like, here you go, right? So that's what I've been filming today. And the thing is this, the reason that I'm saying I don't know and I give up, I'm not saying I give up as it pertains to making YouTube videos or nothing like that. I'm saying I give up chasing the algorithm. I give up chasing likes and views. I give up chasing positive comments. All I'm going to do now, my purpose and the thing that I'm focused on most now is breaking generational curses, period. And when people say breaking generational curses, they always take it from a spiritual standpoint, point, or it's like, oh, I gotta sit with these people and talk. No, generational is another word, and this is what I got from Spirit. So you don't have to take it. I'm just sharing. Generational is another word for saying like habit, right? This is a habit throughout the generations, right? A habit of talking, a habit of communication, a habit of not communicating, a habit of like really sweeping everything under the rug. And the most habitual habit to me is the lack of accountability, right? And because we don't have accountability, so many people like stray away from saying the things that need to be said, saying the things and triggering people in the way that they need to be triggered to make change, right? And so for the longest time, I've been like trying to maneuver around who I am, the type of person I am, the way that I speak so I don't offend people. And it's like it would feel like I was ashamed of myself, and I'm not. But it would make me feel like I gotta go back and like, oh no, Sam, don't talk like that, or don't. And it's like that's why, again, the title of the video is I don't know and I give up, meaning I don't know exactly what everybody wants to hear, exactly what people need. All I know is what I feel like I'm here to do. And I know so many people come at things from like different standpoints, but it's so much deeper than here to me. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Then if you want to ask questions, you can. If not, we could just dip out, But for me, when it comes down to everything, like think about it. If the amount of time, and I'm speaking to my sisters right now, don't get offended. If you get offended, this ain't the place for you. I'm speaking to my sisters right now. Imagine what we could do. Like, think about the amount of views, the amount of likes, the amount of comments that you get on drama, right? Think of the amount of comments and the amount of likes. Let's just talk about Reddit and Team Natural blogs all together. The passion, the aggression, the anger, the emotion, all of the energy that we put into Team Natural and all of that, and all of the billions of dollars that Black women have put into the hair industry, just for one split second, just imagine in your mind if we took all of that energy and put it into something else to build something for us, right? And when I say for us, I don't mean, oh, something only for Black people. No, something that gives us the room to learn the information that we need to learn, so we're not recycling bullshit over and over again. That is what I'm on here for. I'm not on here like, oh, look at me, I'm smart. No. If I can kill the thing in your mind that has you debating, if I can make you think, if I can trigger you to get you thinking in a way that you wouldn't think before, if I can trigger you to get yourself to ask questions that you were not asking before, we're gonna start having conversations that we haven't had before. And just imagine if we start having these conversations, we all start talking about the science of hair, and we all start deducting our emotions from the science of our bodies, and we all start really learning the science of our bodies and not looking for band-aids. Just imagine what we could do. That's why I make videos. I'm not on here like, oh girl, Black girls have long hair too. No, I want to kill the noise. Imagine what the Black woman could do if she took that energy that she put into product lines, in the gossip blogs, into y'all beef with each other. Imagine if you put that energy into building something like solid for yourselves. That is why I make videos like this. I don't give a shit about none of that. I give up trying to fit into the group with everybody else. No, I am here to trigger you to think about things that you would not have thought about before. Because the easy way is not making y'all think. The videos that I made today is about inflammation. If you on here today, then this is a little nugget that you get to get. Whenever we talking about, like, for example, let's talk about dementia, right? Dementia is a form of, no, we're not gonna go to dementia. Let's do seborrheic dermatitis, because dementia is just so far from the people that's in here. So seborrheic dermatitis. Seborrheic dermatitis is the end. It's the end of the road, right? Seborrheic dermatitis, that is the disease, right? That is the disorder that you have in the scalp. But there are two other steps that you completely skipped over. Most people get the seborrheic dermatitis. I love y'all so much, but the amount of people that's in here is not matching the likes. I need about 10 more. Like, please, just give me a thumbs up. It's free to take you 2 seconds. The amount of people, like when you think about it, right? You have that, like we said, we have seborrheic dermatitis. Seborrheic dermatitis is the end. Seborrheic dermatitis is the illness, right, that you have in the follicle. But then before that, you had the inflammation, right? But then before that, you had a trigger. So putting the example that I used earlier, the person who had seborrheic dermatitis, the trigger to the seborrheic dermatitis was putting oil on your scalp and then putting a cap on the head and laying down in the bed overnight, waking up in the morning. Then you start getting signs of inflammation that grow over time. Then boom, you got seborrheic dermatitis. So the first thing you want to do is tackle the seborrheic dermatitis. My hair is bald. What do I put on there to make my hair grow? No, you do not tackle the disorder. You go to not even the inflammation, you go to the trigger of the inflammation, which was greasing the scalp. You stop greasing the scalp, you stop the trigger, you reverse the inflammation, and then the seborrheic dermatitis goes away. My clients that I heal from CCCA, same thing. We go all the way back. The end result is the balding from CCCA. That is the end result. But then you had a trigger that caused, you had inflammation that led to the follicles dying. But there was a trigger that started the inflammation in the first place. And the triggers are the Team Natural community. And I don't care who feels the way about it. I don't care how anybody feels, like if anybody's upset I give up trying to please people. I cannot please people and make people happy and do this at the same time. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. I can't. So that's what I meant by this. That's what I mean by the caption. Like, I give up and like, I don't know. I just give up. Like, all I could do is just be myself and like just say what needs to be said. But because at the end of the day, that's what it is. And that's why everybody's constantly like running around in circles and on the hamster wheels, because every single time y'all watch a video, it's only something to catch the end result. You just tackling the seborrheic dermatitis, but you didn't tackle the inflammation or the thing that triggered the inflammation. And that's what my channel is about. I do not make videos based around the freaking disorder. How do I make my hair grow back? No, if you want to make your hair grow back, you have to stop the inflammation. And the only way you can stop the inflammation is by tackling the trigger. That's it, that's all. Black women are the leading causes of seborrheic dermatitis. Why? Because they triggered the inflammation by constantly putting oils and butters on the scalp. Even when I don't have a problem with interracial relationships, I don't give a shit. I've been with my husband for years. That has nothing to do with me. But even when I have clients that are white women who have biracial children and they're like, oh, well, I have a baby. My baby from my first marriage isn't mixed. And my daughter is, so she needs moisture because her hair is curly. Y'all are speaking, y'all keep repeating bullshit so much that y'all are making other people believe the bullshit that y'all believe. So now, even as other races try to learn about us, they're learning the wrong information. We do not need moisture. We do not. Your hair collects moisture from the environment. What Black people need to do is stop blocking the cuticle. That's why Black people's hair can't retain moisture, because you won't stop blocking the cuticle. The hair shaft gets its moisture from the environment. So if you have a lock method on, if you got a liquid or oil and a cream layered on top of the hair shaft, and the hair shaft can only absorb 36% of whatever product you put on it, how can your hair absorb moisture from the environment? It can't. Curly hair can absorb moisture. You know where it's coming from? The follicle or the atmosphere. So as long as your hair is not covered in products, and as long as the scalp is not blocked with petroleum or products, the sebum which is the first form of moisture that the hair needs. Sebum comes directly out of the follicle, down the hair shaft. You comb it down. You comb it on curly hair and straight hair. But people say, oh, well, my hair is curly, so it can't make it down the coil. Sebum is not a oil, it is a wax. And a wax does not flow down the hair shaft by itself. It has to be combed down. Listen to me. Black women do not have a problem with moisture, and I know it for a fact because I have hidradenitis suppurativa, which also results in me having a super high sebum production. I have too much oil on my scalp. Black women, our hair produces oil, but we don't comb it, so it never makes it down the hair shaft. We're scared of combs and brushes, and we block our hair shaft and we block our follicles with oils and butters, so our hair cannot absorb the moisture that it's supposed to absorb from the environment. That is it, and that's all. That's it, and that's all. So when you see me intensely making videos, or when you see me like you don't see me around for a while, it's because I'm trying to figure out how I can say things in a way without like causing an uproar, without making people upset, without everybody feeling like, oh, she's trying to debate. And somebody gonna get offended when I say this, but I do not debate and go back and forth with people that I know nothing. That is ignorant. My father used to tell me all the time, like, you become ignorant when you argue with an ignorant person. Like, why would I argue with you? And I know you have not been to school. I know you haven't spent any time studying the human body. I know that all of your information comes from YouTubers who don't know anything. I become idiotic going back and forth with you. Like, and when I say I give up, that's what I mean by that, because it literally will drive you freaking insane. Insane. Yeah. And the thing is, I love y'all, but in reality, we didn't really have a culture. Like the black culture, to me, I have not been involved in that shit for a long time. Like, I was one of those hairstylists. I refused to do Brown Nose Brothers. I was not, and I don't have a problem with anybody of shoot. I think girls is sexy too. Like, I have a problem with anybody in your sexual orientation, but I refused to go to Brown Nose Brothers. I had my uterus cut open twice. I was pregnant doing hair. I was not going to compete with boys. I was not about to dress up on stage and have beauty contests competing and trying to do my makeup and my blend out better than I wasn't doing it. I don't know. I'm trying not to be disrespectful, like, cause I don't nowadays you poot and somebody mad. I wasn't doing it. I wasn't competing with that. Like, it didn't have anything to do with my makeup, my hair. For me, it was about the hair. But it didn't have nothing to do with that when it came to Brown Nose Brothers. So I refused to be a part. I've always been like that. Always. So to me, we've never really had a culture of when it comes. I mean, we did, but then about 10, 11, 12, 13 years ago, when the white lady from Diva Cuts came in and started teaching all the black girls how to cut their hair wet, because everybody decided they was gonna go natural because of YouTube, then it blew everything up. That's just where everybody's been. And I think for me, the thing that most people don't understand is like the Team Natural thing has been going on for about 12 years. So a lot of the girls that are doing hair now, if think about it, if the Team Natural thing has been going on for the last 12 years, right? I've been doing hair for well over a decade. And the girls who doing hair now that's putting edge control in the scalp and doing all this stuff, none of them have been doing hair longer than 3-4 years. And so the Team Natural has been going on their entire adult life. They literally know nothing else other than Team Natural, other than rice water, other than apple cider vinegar, other than monostat, other than all this stupid shit. That's if you are under 35, that's all you've known. If you 23, 24, and I'm not being disrespectful, that's why I'm not on here arguing with no 23, 24-year-old girl about no fucking uh Team Natural, no rice water, no apple cider vinegar. My nigga, you just started doing hair 2 days ago. You were not even able to buy liquor before Team Natural started. I'm not going back and forth with nobody who wasn't able to buy liquor before Team Natural started. That's crazy. So that's why I say I give up as it pertains to that. But at the same time, just like with music, we want to blame, oh, look at the kids nowadays. I was just talking to my husband about it earlier with like they're doing, you know how they be doing like the flash mobs and stuff, robbing stores and stuff. Everybody like, what's wrong with these kids? No, what's wrong with the parents? Like the kids is doing it now. Like one video I saw, they was all like under 25. My sisters and my brother, their kids are under 25. That's the fucking kids, right? But then when we go back and we look at, okay, who was that generation? That was 50 Cent. That was T.I. That was Jeezy. That was Young Jock. Yeah, do ya? Like, that's their kids. Do you bad? Like, so why do we always do this in every generation? Why does every generation get to their 40s and be like, what's wrong with these kids? What's wrong with your kids? We're being programmed from age 0 to 7. What's wrong with the kids you raised? It's because we don't have accountability. Generation after generation, there is no accountability. So the generation that's coming can't learn. They can just look at what they say and what they do and follow suit. But like, what are we doing? Because I remember my brother calling me from jail for bail money before. So why are we acting like their children are wrong for breaking in? Like, what are we doing? Accountability is what my channel is about. I am not on this planet to make anybody feel bubblegum and sparkles. That's not why I'm here. And it holds me back when I feel like I have to do that, because we cannot get anywhere if we don't look in the mirror. You cannot put new wine in old bottles. All these old fucking bottles need to be smashed. Every last one. Accountability. We have none. R. Kelly in jail, but Ronald Isley and the Isley brothers still walking around? Like, everybody knew what was going on. Everybody who was old enough, everybody who was an adult while Aaliyah was with R. Kelly was grown as hell and clearly able to see that she was too young. But you know why it wasn't a big deal then? Because they were all doing it. That's why. And I can speak on it because my father was 12 years older than my mother. Accountability. Accountability. We will get nowhere unless we're accountable. Never understood the emotionally natural hair. But I do understand. Like, this is the thing. I do understand the emotion behind natural hair. Like, most black, like for myself, my brother, he thought it was funny, which, you know, it's cool, whatever. But I remember, as it pertains to my hair, when I wore a natural, my brother would be like, BDB, BDB. Like, you're never made to feel good about your hair. As a black girl, I get it. So when the Team Natural community originally started, it was like, okay, look, black girl, your hair is pretty. Those aren't naps. Those are, like, for real. Those aren't naps. Those are curls. And this is how you accentuate the curls, right? But it went from that to something else. You know why? Because these were women who had no education on the human body. So once they made one video, if they want to keep hitting the algorithm, they got to keep making up shit. They gotta keep making up shit that you gonna click on. So they gotta keep making video after video. That's why 1 week is rice water, 1 week is apple cider vinegar. Why do y'all think a video go viral and then a couple of months later it's on your shelves? And then the same chick who went viral for the video is the one promoting you. See, buy it. Pay attention. Pay attention. That's why I'm making these videos, because y'all are not paying attention. You're easily being manipulated, and it's so easy for you to be manipulated because you're not paying attention. You're living in offense. You take offense to everything. Beef up. Beef up. Our generation will not get out of nothing if it's a bunch of soft ass people that gotta pull us out. How are we gonna pull out anything? How are we gonna change everything, anything, if anybody's like, she's yelling at me? Cynthia, we don't like to be yelled at. Don't yell at us. Don't yell at us. Beef the fuck up, my nigga. Like, what are we doing? If we was like this, just imagine if Harriet Tubman was like this. Goddamn it, if we were like this, because we've transformed into some bullshit. Because there's no way black women have always been this soft. There is no way. What happened? Beef it up, like, or get off my channel, because I am not for the weak. I'm not. I'm for the movers and shakers. I want to trigger the movers and shakers so we can stop talking about this stupid shit. Because imagine if all of the billions of dollars that black women put into the hair industry, imagine if y'all change y'all focus. Give me somebody, can y'all put in the comments for me, what could we change our focus to outside of hair? What could we put our focus on? Just imagine the same passion that we put into hair and arguing about hair. Imagine if we put that passion into not fucking each other's husbands. Ain't nobody messing with my husband. I'm just being real. Imagine if we put that same energy into it. Imagine if we said, no, that's my sister. I don't know her, but nigga, go home to your wife. No, even if you ain't married, like, ain't that your girl? That's my sister. I know her, but go home. Like, no, you can't use me for that. Imagine if we put that energy somewhere else. What we could do. But see, you know why you don't really see black women? You know why you don't really see my generation? Because all y'all asses are in fucking blogs arguing about if whether or not hair is supposed to be combed wet or dry. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's why I make videos like this. Stuff with indisputable facts so we could stop arguing about it. We can move on to something else and build. We can never build. You know why? Because we're fighting amongst ourselves. My dad used to always tell me, a house that's divided amongst itself can never stand. Black people will never get ahead. Do you hear me? Never. As long as we're divided against each other like we are, we're going to be in the same shit. We shall overcome. We ain't overcoming shit. Nothing. You know why? Because black women can't stop fucking arguing with each other about hair. Are you serious? That's what our ancestors fought for. Our ancestors went through all of that shit so y'all can get internet and be free to argue and call each other out of their names for fucking hair products? Really? And then it's Black History Month. Miss me. Let's stop. February, I don't want to hear nothing about it. Black History Month for what? Because on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, y'all arguing about stupid shit. So what are we doing Black History Month for? Why are we doing this? Why? That is why we're at the bottom of the food chain. A house divided amongst itself can never stand. And black women are divided amongst themselves. You have women like me over here. You got the argumentative women over here. You got the women that want to call each other bitches and hoes over here. You got the women who, like, we're all divided. There's no uniformity nowhere. A house divided amongst itself cannot stand. Period. There's no way around that. So even with a protective style, we should oil our scalp We should our scalp. Just trying to get a better understanding. You have a sebaceous gland with oil coming directly out of your follicle. You never need to oil your scalp. Period. The only time you're putting anything on your scalp is if you have some type of follicle infection with an overgrowth of a bacteria and you are putting something in your scalp to kill the infection. For example, like I'm gonna throw out a couple of different products. Like when we're talking about do grow oil is not growing your hair. It's killing the infections that's stopping your hair from growing. What you call it? Miracle Drops. Miracle Drops is a great product, but it's not growing your hair. It is killing the bacteria that is stopping your hair from growing. If you have seborrheic dermatitis, it has ylang ylang oil in it, and ylang ylang oil regulates your sebum production. So if you're a person who's been experiencing balding because your sebum production is off and you use something like Miracle Drops, it will balance the sebum production and then your hair can grow as normal, but it is not growing your hair. And these are the things that I'm trying to tell y'all, but nobody can hear anything because everybody wants to be offended. There's so much offense. Like, I took that as get your soft ass on. Go somewhere, say some Hail Marys, and go pray. Go beat it. Because this new level that we move into, soft women go sit the fuck down and do something. Because we not breaking you what? How you break? You can't put new wines in old bottles, so you gotta break the bottles. I can't break no bottle. I can't break no glass bottle with no little styrofoam bat. I need a wooden bat. I need a hard, tough bat. I need something tough. I can't do nothing with this little soft Peter Patter shit. I can't do anything with it. I can't do anything with it. And that's why I said I give up, because this is who I am right now. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. It's just how I talk. This is a super passionate person. Like, it just is what it is. I cannot keep feeling like I have to stuff myself in an envelope so more people can digest me. If you cannot digest me like I am, this ain't for you. Like, it hurts. Hi, guys. Protective styles. Protective styles just let your hair rest so your follicle can do what it does. Oil on your scalp, you put a blockade between the sebum and your scalp. You do not, I don't care what any of these YouTubers are talking about. Even if you put an oil in your scalp for a minute, eventually it's going to turn out into seborrheic dermatitis. Is what I do on a daily. What do you mean? This is what I do on a daily basis. Greasing your scalp will eventually turn into seborrheic dermatitis. Why do you think almost every black woman that you see say she got dandruff? That's because y'all all grease y'all scalps. It's just as simple as that. It's so simplistic. When my clients just stop greasing their scalp, when they stop putting oil in their scalp, when they stop putting anything on their scalp, inflammation, seborrheic dermatitis, CCCA, done, gone, over. No medication, no trip to the dermatologist, done. All they had to do was stop oiling their scalp. That's it. Yes, no oiling the scalp, especially with the protective style. Yes, Sin has recommended an occasional witch hazel. Yes, yes, yes. You cleanse. Listen, when you have a protective style, for example, if you got a raincoat on, right? You got a raincoat on. Your raincoat is protective wear. You're being protected from what? The rain. Wearing a protective style and putting oil in your scalp is equivalent to wearing a raincoat and then telling somebody, hey, can you get that water sprinkle and just pour water on me? Because I got this raincoat on. So can you put some water on me? Just a whole bunch of water. Eventually, my nigga, you're going to get wet. Eventually, it's not going to end up that good. It is a protective style. Resting your scalp, giving it an opportunity to be left alone. But it's almost like when y'all have protective styles, y'all in y'all hair more than you were when it was out. Why are you greasing your scalp every day when your sebaceous gland is free to roam? When you have braids and extensions, that is the one time that you should never be putting anything on your scalp. That's the one chance you got. You protecting your hair from you. You protecting your hair from products. You protecting your hair from mechanical damage with your hands. Everything. My hair did just fine when I was in the long. Okay, thank you. I usually leave my braids in my wigs for the season. Yep. Who's still married? I'm 25, so if I got into hair now, I probably would not make money. I don't know. Like. I don't know. I don't know. Like before, I could be like, "Girl, bye," but I really don't know. I don't know. Because it's not that you wouldn't make money, but you would have to just go over and beyond to separate yourself from Team Natural. Because the thing is, more women are starting to come along and see the Team Natural stuff not working. You know why? Most of the girls and boys who did Team Natural stuff ain't even doing fucking videos no more. They all do commentary. So people are starting to get it, and I don't think that that's something you should stray away from. To be honest, I really, really, really pray that more cosmetologists like you come out of school, so that way there will be more women like that think like I do in the industry. I am never doing hair again, ever, ever. But you never know, so don't think that way. Yeah, this is a sensitive topic. It makes me upset how much we turn a blind eye and then act surprised or angry when it comes back. That's what I'm saying. Like even like with people like these young kids, what are you talking about? The generations that are walking now are a manifestation of the things that you were doing before. Like the children that are here now are a manifestation of the past. I am a manifestation of my mother and father's free little freaking time. What you mean? What are you talking about? My children are a manifestation of me and my father, me and my husband's love made a reality. That's what my children are. What do you mean? So when we go like, what's wrong with these kids? You. That's what's wrong with them. You. The examples that they've had. You. Who was their parents? What was the generation raising them? Those are 50 Cent's kids. Uh-huh. Those are T.I.'s kids. The dope man nigga. The dope man. Like, watch out. Those are their kids. What are we talking about? Yeah, I've been giving the game for years. I heard Tubman was pretty mean, and she needed to be because I don't got to I don't. God damn it! Hi guys. Hey, I know you don't think you're slaves, but we really are. This has been happening for 200 years. You know how you guys get raped and stuff? That's not normal. That shouldn't happen. You should come with me. Like, no. No. Like, she wasn't just like, come with me. She was popping the white people. Like, boom, boom. She was like, hi guys, leave them alone. I'm gonna get them to the Underground Railroad, but leave them alone. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? I believe it's in the foods. No. Some of the foods that we eat, but again, who puts the food in their mouth? It is not the food. It is you, not you. It is the human. It is not the food. The food is not like, open your goddamn mouth. Open it now. Open it so I can open it right goddamn now so I can put this goddamn food in. That did not happen. You went to the store. You sat in the line at the McDonald's. You got the McDonald's out, and then you sat down and ate it. You go to the grocery store. You buy the processed food. It's not the food. It is you. Period. And I'm not being disrespectful to you. Accountability. It's nobody's fault. Unless somebody's been holding your mouth open and making you eat and swallow. Unless a hairstylist been choking you like this. Put your goddamn head down. It's you. Just like the client that I had. I told her before y'all met her, I told her straight up, I said, sis, that was your fault. You and your mom. Why would you just sit there and let her cut all your hair off and then talk crap about her now that you talking to me? Why didn't you say, where was this aggression when she was cutting your hair? And where was this aggression when she was cutting your mama's hair? Accountability. I'm not for the weak. I'm not. We isolate ourselves from other races of women. I think that has a lot to do with how we neglect aspects of womanhood. And yes, I do attribute long, healthy hair to. I mean, I can see how you think that way, but I've been doing hair in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is a melting pot, for over a decade. And that has nothing to do with the reason that women's hair won't grow. Women are lazy. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, people would come book appointments with me, and the first time that anybody's washing their hair in like 3, 4, 5, 6 months is when I do it. To the point I had to put a policy down that says, if your hair has not been washed within the last month, please wash your hair before you come here. That's laziness. That has nothing to do with other races. That has nothing to do with them. Black women are not washing their hair because they comparing themselves to a Mexican woman or a white woman. They're not washing it because they fucking lazy. I'm sorry if that gets under anybody's feathers. Let's be real. Like, nobody, and this is not going towards you. Nobody's comparing themselves to women of other races. What does comparing yourself to a woman of another race have to do with the majority of my clients at one point not washing their hair for 3, 4, 5 months at a time? What does that have to do with anything? That's you. That's you, not you, but that's you being funky. That ain't got shit to do with Consuela. You know why? Because Consuela washing her hair a couple times a week. And when she don't wash it, she uses dry shampoo. She not putting rice nipple juice in her hair and walking around. We like to half-ass stuff. You see, Indian women, they put herbs and stuff in their hair and their hair grew. That is not why Indian women's hair grew, okay? Their diets were immaculate. They put ginger in everything, so they barely have inflammation in their body that slows down the hair growth cycle. What are we talking about? Their diet is 10 times better than ours. The way that they carry themselves, that none of them are going 6 months without washing their hair. None of them. It's accountability. I'm sorry. I'm not in the business of making excuses for people. No, that has nothing to do with nothing. Y'all are lazy. Period. I'll go get my mama. If my mama had her hair done right now, cause it is, but she in the scarf and she ain't gonna feel like talking to y'all. If my mama felt like coming here right now, my mama used to get so mad. My mom used to be at my job with me on Saturday, especially on Saturdays. On Saturdays, literally, my mother is the one that was like, you just gonna have to set policy and procedure. Women will come in, ain't wash their hair in 6 months, and then want to book a takedown and a sew-in the same day, and don't think that I'm gonna charge them for taking. I'm talking about, like, one time my mama, this happened multiple times. One time my mama was like, she needs to come watch this shit herself, because my mom sometimes will help me, and they don't. My mama, she cute, they didn't even know. And so my mom came to me and was like, look at this shit, I am not doing this. And my mom was offended that she thought that I was gonna do it. Y'all are nasty and lazy. And if you don't want to be called that, then change your habits. That has nothing to do with anything. Y'all have follicle disorders and follicle damage because y'all don't wash y'all hair. That's why. You got follicle disorders and y'all follicles are dying because y'all put food in y'all hair. Y'all grow bacteria in the kitchen because YouTubers told y'all to, and put it in your scalp. And now black women have a form of dermatitis that dermatologists don't even recognize. It's not even in the books. Because y'all have grown different bacteria like rice water. Like, as certain research scientists are beginning to research just a little bit, because it costs a lot of money to research. As they researching a little bit, they're starting to go back and see all of the different stuff that y'all been doing. All of the different women, like, it's a certain form of dermatitis that it inhabits sebum production, right? And it's a shitload of women who have this form of dermatitis where the sebaceous gland is barely producing oil. Guess what else y'all was doing? So they don't, dermatologists that don't watch TV don't know nothing about y'all putting avocados in y'all hair. Give me a 2 if you remember that. Did y'all know avocados inhibit sebum production? Y'all had a whole little phase of life where avocados make y'all hair grow, and every time you looked online, it was avocados. Accountability. Black women's hair is not dry because black women's hair don't produce oil. No, black women have dry hair because black women constantly grease their scalp and block the sebaceous gland. Nothing more, nothing less. And you don't comb your hair to pull the wax down. Sebum is a wax, not an oil. It is a wax. And it has to be combed down. So if you got one group of women who wash their hair on a regular basis, comb their hair multiple times a day, and their hair is long and thick and bodyful, and then you got this group of women over here who can go that go 6 months without washing their hair, don't never comb it because combs and brushes are the devil, so they only use their fingers so the wax don't spread down. It's like, and then y'all want to argue about it. There'll be somebody in the comments like, because black women do need oil. And then I say, okay, so why? If the sebaceous gland produces oil already, and all you gotta do is comb it, and your hair absorbs moisture from the environment as long as it's not a bunch of products weighing the cuticle down, why does a black woman need oil? If asked those questions, I bet money you will never get an answer, because there is not one. That's why you've seen nobody like, Sin's lying. You haven't seen it because it's not true. You seen one, the little boy skating around the basement and talking about, oh, the hydrogen bond isn't real, but I think that's settled now. That's so much and everything. There's no problem. And the thing is, I could be in all forms. Just depends on where I am. So sometimes when I was at work, working at studio salons and solar salons and stuff, it was like, hi guys. Yeah, so my name's Sin, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and yeah, I am a licensed cosmetologist, herbalist, research scientist, and a couple of other things. But right now my main focus is on research, as a research scientist, and yeah, like it's nothing. It's very true. I accidentally put a little bit more Olaplex in my hand than I intended on, instead of redoing. I just put it in my ends and made my way to the scalp. Yep. And thank you so much, beautiful, for your honesty, because most people would be like, no, Olaplex didn't work for me. It made my hair break out. But then you see how much they use, and they use hair products the same way YouTubers teach you to use hair. Like nothing makes I cannot stand watching YouTubers make hair videos for one reason only. To watch y'all put like puddles of product in the hair. And then y'all put a puddle of product in y'all hair and it'll only be for this much hair. And then y'all like, yes, it worked. I don't really like this. This don't really, it's, oh my God. It's like the most ignorant thing I have ever seen in my life, to watch y'all put a glob of product on y'all hair and rub it on y'all hair and be like, I don't like this product. Oh my God. Like, that's why I refuse to make hair products. I refuse to make hair products right now because y'all are not going to follow directions. Y'all are not going to follow directions. Y'all, and then these products are so expensive. It's like, oh, I Earth is ghetto, and sometimes I want to leave. Like, not out of the body, but just like another planet. Like, can I go to Venus or something? Since watching you, I am no longer scared to get trims, yes, or remove hair that has been damaged because I didn't keep my routine. I was hard on fighting those old habits. And the thing is, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be hard to remember. That's why I talk the way that I do. Because when you get ready to grease your scalp, you're gonna be like, oh, Sam was talking all that shit. Or like, for example, like most people stop co-washing because they heard my voice in their head. Do you co-wash your ass? If you don't co-wash your ass, why are you co-washing your hair? Co-washing your hair is like washing your ass with lotion. That's like putting lotion in between your crack and saying, I'ma just put a little water on the rag. I'm gonna let the lotion watch it. So I don't want to wash off my natural oils. You're gonna be naturally oily with a funky ass. It's true. We really do believe we don't have to wash our hair. When I was a child, my mom was not washing my hair. And the thing is this, and I think because everybody has different types of mothers, that's why it's so hard for people to like take in information. But my mother did the same thing that your moms used to do. But my mama paid for me to go to cosmetology school. So when I came home with knowledge, my mama has a open mind. My mother is not defensive all the time. What I know is right. My mother understands that they did the best with what they had and they did not have the best of the best. My mom says that all the time. That's why my mama sent me to school to learn more so I could do better than they did. My mama not sitting around like, nope, keep the same stuff that we kept. We barely had anything. They gave us the bare minimum, but you bet not do nothing different than what I did. That's some stupid shit. That's dumb. And the reason that I'm like this is because I don't understand the mentality of other people because I wasn't raised by people like that. I was not raised by a generation that cannot take direction. I was not. I was not. I was raised by even my grandmother. I was raised by women who can have real conversations. Believe it or not, man, what? My aunties and my grandma and my mama way tougher than me. You think I'm aggressive? Oh my God. Oh my God. And I think what's crazy about that is like I'm aggressive, but then the people who call you aggressive be like, bitch, shut the fuck up, hoe. You be like, whoa. I thought I was aggressive. Can brushing the hair too rough trigger scalp paralysis? Years of greasing my scalp as a kid, and my hair was not being washed by my mom. You know what I mean? All I'm gonna say is this. People are like, oh, my mom didn't wash my hair. The majority of my clients for one-on-one consultations are from 40 to like 75. Those are your mothers. The same, like how everybody be like, my mama said, my mom. My clients are from 40 to 70. Those y'all mamas. My mama said, my agrees. My mama used Blue Magic. Your mothers and your grandmothers are booking me to figure out how to cure their inflammation, how to cure their dermatitis, how to reverse their CCA. And I do it every time, unless they don't listen. It's done every single time. And every time, you know what I tell them to stop doing? Stop greasing your scalp. Stop putting Blue Magic on your scalp. The same way I'm talking to y'all, the same realness I'm giving to y'all when my clients book me in their 70s, in their 60s, I'll ask them, okay, what have been your patterns? Can you tell me what your patterns have been for at least the last 7 years? Every single time I get Blue Magic, pink oil moisturizer, grease, apple cider vinegar, rice, everything. But the number one thing that women over 40 have to stop doing, and it reverses their inflammation and stops the balding every time, is greasing the oil in the scalp. Every time. That's why I don't care what nobody talking about. I'm telling you what I know. I'm not telling you no made up. I'm telling you what I know. Test, tried, certified, degrees, true, client information, proof. Like, I'm not arguing with nobody about nothing. Long term, grease in the scalp and oil in the scalp causes follicle death, and I treat it on a daily basis, my love. Check my reviews if you don't believe me. Check my testimonials on my website if you don't believe me. I don't have to make it up. They leave the reviews there. They'll say, I'm 72 years old. They'll say, I'm 62 years old. I'm 52 years old. I just hit my 40s. I'm 35 and just experiencing this type of balding. The skin changed, blue, 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 blue. It now I no longer had. Oh my God, my dermatologist can't believe it. You know why the dermatologist can't believe it? The dermatologist never knew your greasing the scalp habits, because most women don't tell their dermatologist that they grease their scalp. And when most of y'all do, y'all dermatologists tell you to stop, but then you say, oh, you don't know, I'm black, so I need oil. And they not about to argue with you. They've been in medical school. They've been in school for 20 years. Okay. You're like, okay. I used to work in a bar back in the 90s, and because of all of the smoke, I wash my hair every 2 days, blow dry and flat ironed it, and my hair still flourished. That's what but this is the thing. Team Natural was built around products. They can't sell their natural products if you still going to the shop. They had to sell products to you and make you believe that we were the devil. They had to make you believe that hairstylists were the devil. And instead of, y'all didn't stop spending money. Y'all just stopped spending it with hairstylists. And instead of hairstylists getting your money, product lines did. That's all that happens. That's it. That's all. Because there are women who have hair to their butts who have never joined Team Natural. There are women with hair to their butts with relaxers. Healthy ass hair with relaxers. When I found out about Olaplex through you, I was seriously baffled that it only required a small amount. Yes, you know why you were baffled, my love? It's because people who have no education on the human body have been teaching you. If they had education on the human body, nobody would ever put a puddle of hair product in their scalp. You are literally throwing your money in the trash. Yo, even that whole puddle of shit that you put in your hair, your hair is only gonna absorb 36% of whatever you put in it. So all that shit you put, you just might as well take that whole bottle and just put it in the toilet. Because that's what you did. You just wasted it. No cosmetologist is putting puddles of product in her hair. No, nowhere. It costs too much money. I'm doing 10 clients a day. I work 5 days a week. I'm not putting half the bottle in every client. That is craziness. But you know who it's not craziness to? The person that's selling you the product. Yes, I do hear you in my head all the time on wash days. Hey, in the mirror, I love you, saying I love you more, and that's what I want. I want every time you go, like, I'm gonna use this co-wash. I want you to hear my voice in the back of your head. Do you co-wash your ass? Nope, I don't co-wash my ass. Let me get some regular shampoo. Like I, that was the perfect analogy. I forgot what I said. It sucks to grow up and be so confused. I'm happy that I know now. It's okay, babe. But what I want y'all to do, like, this is the information age. Like anything you hear out of anybody's mouth, go research it on a medical journal. And then don't take that medical journal as fact either. You're gonna have to study it. A medical journal is going to be pages and pages long. But see, the problem is we want instant gratification. We want instant gratification. We want give me the answer quick. A dermatologist been in school for 20 years. Why do you think you're gonna learn everything that you need to know about your body in 20 minutes? It's insanity. Imagine if we spent the amount of time that we spend on blogs, the amount of time that we spend with all this dumb shit. Imagine if we spent that time just reading, just studying. Oh my freaking God. I just want a bunch of me's. Just boop, 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 boop. Just a bunch of people that only care about the science of hair. But see, y'all pacify and y'all entertain people that don't know shit, so they just keep making up shit. I would do it too. If I didn't know nothing about the science of the human body, like, listen, these girls are making hundreds and thousands of dollars selling y'all bullshit. Why would they stop? Why would they stop? Make it make sense. What's her name? My booty, my peak, my booty hole brown. People be, oh, she's trash. No, y'all are trash. Not y'all. She can't be popular without people listening to it. Y'all the ones listening to it. That's the only reason she popping. Cause y'all like it. Y'all booty hole brown too. Y'all like it. Y'all want to hit Pound Town too. You like it. Let's not. What are we doing? Yeah, it got so frustrated with me that I just cut off my hair when I turned 13 and was like, no one touches my hair but me. I'm sorry. But damn. It's our moms for real. That's what I'm saying. Like, my mama don't be like, cause my mama used to grease my scalp with Blue Magic too. And guess what? When I came home from school, cause my mama, I got a grant for some of it, but my mom and my daddy was paying monthly for me to go to school. So what the hell do they look like arguing with me about the information that I come home with when they're the ones who paid me to go to school to learn it? That would be the stupidest shit in the world, Craig. Not just the city, but the world. So when I went to school and I learned about Blue Magic and petroleum and what it does to the follicle. I came home, oh my God, mom, we gotta stop using Blue Magic. She like, what? I've been using this since you was little. And I'm like, I know, but look. And then pink oil moisturizer, we had that in the house too. Mom, we gotta stop using that too, cause mineral oil. And then I explained it to her. She was like, oh damn. Oh, I did not know that. Those the only hair products that we had at the time and blah blah blah. But that makes so much sense why we all get. And then it was over. My mama threw it away. We never bought it again. My mama had hot six oil in the house too. We used to use it all the time until I learned about mineral oil. Then she took that out too. But see, the difference is y'all mamas is y'all too prideful. Now, cause I've been doing this for 50 years ago, Black people were not respected the way that they're respected now. They did not have access to the type of things that they have access to now. Why are we still, what are we doing? I have severe allergies. I get rashes year round. I'm allergic to everything outside of my head. I have a video coming for you probably either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. That's why I'm live today, because I don't want to rush myself editing this video. But I have a video coming for you. It's literally on inflammation, and I got you. Everything I learned about my hair was wrong. Never brush hair, never oil my hair to detangle. This was all foreign to me. This has changed the game for me. And it's no problem. Like, these are things that you're not expected to know. And that's why I say accountability and losing the pride. Like, when I went to cosmetology school, I knew that I was there because I didn't know shit and I needed to learn. So I wasn't about to argue with people that I knew more than me when I knew nothing other than what I saw on TV, what my mom taught me and what my dad taught me. I know I don't know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying with us. Like, what are we doing? Why are we arguing with people that we know have more education than us? Why are we arguing about things that we know we don't have any education about outside of what our mom's been doing, outside of videos and blog posts that we've read? What are we doing? Yes, and they convinced y'all all to stop going to hair salons, and now that they're no longer making videos, they're all going to fucking hair salons. I'm not gonna say her name. It's a YouTuber that has been anti hair salon, and she used to come to me every 2 weeks. Sure did. Dropped a bag too. And she would just ask me not to post her. Because telling y'all not to go to the shop was a part of her brand. That's how she made her money. She was coming to me every 2 weeks. Sometimes I would tell her, no, you can't come every 2 weeks. That's going to mess up your hair. So then she went from that to getting a partial weave. And y'all didn't even know that wasn't her fucking hair. It was a partial weave that I put in. And I did maintenance on that partial weave every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks. Sure it did. But plenty of cosmetologists, like, you know how you got doctor client privilege? Same thing. Y'all know how many of y'all favorite YouTubers have sat in my chair repeatedly as they're making videos telling y'all not to go to licensed cosmetologists? But guess what? I didn't give a shit. I was booked for months in advance. I didn't care nothing about that. I didn't care nothing about her telling y'all not to go to hairstylists. You know why? I wasn't taking new clients. I didn't give a shit. But I was doing her hair every 3 weeks. It's multiple YouTubers like that. Multiple ones. Multiples. And I didn't know I did not sign NDAs, but they would pay extra for the exclusivity. They would pay extra to come on days where nobody was there. Even in my studio. Like, nobody that worked in my studio was there, so nobody would see them coming in my shop because their content was based around hairstylists. Don't go to hairstylists, do it yourself. And y'all all thought she was doing her hair herself the whole time. I was doing her hair every 2 weeks. Sure in the fuck was. Funny. I would have clients come sit in my chair like, oh, Stan, can you not put this in my hair because she said not to? And I never bust her out. Like, I'm not going to do it now. I would never bust her out, but I would tell her don't worry about what I would say. I would just make sure my clients wouldn't on that. So, yeah. My point for leaving this comment about washing my hair every 2 days was just to say that I wash and comb my hair all the time. Oh no, you must be saying that for somebody else. I understood exactly what you said, and I'm so happy that you did. Why did she tell you? Why did she tell me what? Why did she tell me she was a YouTuber? She ain't have to tell me. I know who she was. Y'all, if I say her name, y'all all gonna know who the fuck she is. Of course I knew. Before I met her, we basically, like, it wasn't an NDA, like, we didn't sign any legally, but we had an agreement that I wouldn't post her. We said I came in on one of my days off so that nobody would be there. So of course I charge her like triple of what I normally charge to come in on a day off. Yeah, like, if I said her name, if I said any of their names, you would be like, what? Why do you think a lot of their ends look? Oh, it looks freshly trimmed. It was because they was coming to me to get their hair straightened and fucking trimmed, and then another Olaplex treatment to have their curls bounced. Like, what are we doing? It went on for years, years. That's one of the main reasons I stopped doing hair, because I was like, I don't even want to be a part of this anymore. Y'all been getting played for over a decade, well over a decade. That was over 10 years ago. I was about to say something. Y'all was gonna know exactly who she was if I said. I would never. I'm just not. I don't care that much. It doesn't do anything for me. But I'm gonna take a couple questions and then I'm gonna head out because I didn't cook today, but I ordered some chicken because I'm tired. I've been doing this all day. But again, whenever I have filming days, like today was a film day. Normally, normally Monday is my film day, but I've been so not lazy, but kind of sort of lazy these last couple days. This last week. So. I want to know who now. Nope, can't even do it. Because ain't nobody going to be dealing with the drama that comes after it but me. So, no, I'm okay. My mother washed my hair every 2 weeks, blow dry, and did my hair in the summer. I wouldn't get relaxed. She washed and blow dry, French braid my hair. Yes, yes. And honestly, if y'all think about it, when y'all mamas was doing y'all hair and doing that to y'all hair was extremely healthy. Y'all mamas wasn't packing y'all hair full of conditioner and making y'all go to sleep with conditioner on y'all hair at night. Y'all mamas wasn't doing that. Y'all started doing dumb shit when y'all moved out. When we have when we have a silk press, is it best to wrap your hair or put? Girl, wrap it. I everybody got their own thing. I think doing all those pin curls and that shit. Just wrap it. It's so theatrical. Like you got a pin here, clip here. Then everybody wonder why they have so much breakage and mechanical damage. Just wrap it in a circle and put a hair wrap on, and you can get. Where's my little? I just really don't feel like getting up. Give me a 2. If y'all want me to show y'all, I'll show y'all. But I just don't feel like getting up. Just wrap it in a circle. Oh, seeing I bought the Temu with your link. Works really well. I think I can trim my ends myself now because my hair gets so straight. But do you have any shears you recommend? Nope. Just get some shears. Sure don't. I just really need y'all to see that everything online be a money grab. Girl, to get some damn shears. Go get some shears from Sally's. You know when you spend $4, $5, $6, $7, $800 on shears, when you do it for a living. Something that smell like when you do it for a living. When you do it for a living, yeah. Like spend $700. Girl, you just cutting your hair. No, don't. Girl, go to Sally's and get some regular, just don't get scissors, but go get some regular hair cutting shears from Sally's and give yourself a trim. You don't gotta go spend $100, $300, $400, $500. Like, what do you know? Now, if you a professional cosmetologist, that's different. Now, you a professional cosmetologist, you go get some shears from Sally's, you dusty. But if you not a professional and it's just for you, like, girl, go if you don't go to Sally's. Does using bond repairs help decrease single strand knots? No, they do not. Single strand knots are splitting ends. Nothing will take away your single strand knots other than you getting the trim. Single strand knots are split ends. I wish I was on StreamYard so I could show you. It's called trigonodosis. Trigonodosis is what single strand knots are called. Single strand knots is the name that YouTubers made up. Single strand knots is a real life hair shaft disorder. And the longer you keep those single strand knots, the longer you keep those split ends, it's going to start splitting all the way up to the follicle. And then once it gets to the follicle, it's going to break the follicle down. And then you're going to experience balding. Then you have different forms of alopecia. Single strand knots. If it's one thing that I could get y'all to stop doing, stop naming stuff. Because when you name stuff, you keep yourself away from the medical term of it. And you think that it's just something that you can cure and repair because it's just single strand knots. Single strand knots are split ends. And it is a hair shaft disorder where your ends split so much that one end wraps around the other one to create a knot. Trichinodosis is what it is called. Single strand knots is split ends. It is a single strand knots is a hair shaft disorder. Oh, I wish I could pull it up. So no, Olaplex will not fix your single strand knots. A bond repair will not fix your single strand knots. It will not. I get them even when I comb my hair every night. Yeah, because they're always gonna be there. Your ends are split. You're not cutting them, and they're wrapping like this is a single strand knot. Imagine these two fingers are the same length though, right? So they split, and then one wraps around the other one. That's what your single strand knots are. That's it. Trichinodosis. It's a hair shaft disorder. She was the first content creator that I saw expose everything, and I knew she was the truth. I put my hair in a loose ponytail and sleep on a satin pillowcase with satin sheets. I don't like wearing anything on my head at night. I started my journey 12 years ago. And it left me with alopecia stage 5. I went to the dermatologist who didn't help much. A hair specialist nurse, but I think I finally got help from a black trichologist. This is the thing. It's not that a dermatologist can't help. The dermatologist does not know what you've done. So, a trichologist goes to school for a couple of weeks. Because of social media, a trichologist, a certification. It is all book work. All book work. They have their hands on no tangible clients until they get their license. It is all, oh, I got slip in my eye. It is all book work. All of it. So, and I'm not being disrespectful. To say that a trichologist has more knowledge than a dermatologist is insanity. A trichologist, is 4 programs that I saw before I finished. The longest program was a month, 30 days. As a cosmetologist, I was in school for 2 years. We know a dermatologist is in school for well over a decade. The dermatologist, I'm sorry, it's a whole. We'll be here for a while. Like the dermatologist, if they couldn't help, did you? And I'm not being rude. Did you tell your dermatologist everything that you've done to your hair and your scalp over the last 12 years? Did you tell the dermatologist that? Every product that you've used, every oil, every butter, every YouTube hack, how long it was on the scalp. Did you tell your dermatologist any of that? I'm not being rude. I really want to know. Did you tell your dermatologist any of, you said 12 years. Did you tell your dermatologist any of the things that you've done over those 12 years? because the color of your trichologist skin means nothing. And I'm not being disrespectful. I'm a black woman too, with a black mother, a black daddy, a black husband, a black son, a black daughter. Some of the worst consults that my clients have gotten has been from black trichologists. It's black trichologists that are giving black women with seborrheic dermatitis an oil to put on their scalp. You know why? Because most of those trichologists have their own oils, their own butters, their own product lines. So it is it is a lot of black trichologists that I've been telling my clients, don't listen to her. No, don't use that on your scalp. I had one client in particular had massive seborrheic dermatitis to the point where it had turned into a different form of alopecia. When she went to her trichologist just kept giving her different types of oils. Avocado oil here, castor oil here, and mix this essential oil in this and this essential oil in this. Don't wash your hair. Use sulfate-free shampoos. Her shit just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And then she told her, oh, it's because of your diet. Me and her sit down. We get to the cause. Once we get to the cause, I give her a new regimen. Tell her, don't use none of the products your trichologist gave you. I'm not saying throw them away. Sit them to the side. Just give me 2 weeks. I told all my clients that. Give me 2 weeks. Put all the products that your trichologist told you to use, put them to the side. Give me 2 weeks. In less than 2 weeks, the inflammation's gone, the burning's gone, the itching's gone. So I love you, and I'm not being disrespectful, but just because somebody's black and they're a trichologist does not mean they know what the fuck they're doing. Do you hear me? It means nothing. Stop looking at the color of people's skin and making that the determining factor on whether or not you go see them. Learn the science of the human body. Learn your body. Learn your sweat glands. Learn your sebaceous gland. Learn your sebum level. Learn your skin cell turnover. Learn your porosity. And then when you looking for a professional, look for a professional that lines up with your own values. But see, the problem is most of us don't know anything. Most of us don't have any values. Not values in life, in everyday life. I just mean as it pertains to hair, the human scalp. Most of us know nothing. So you just walk in to see a dermatologist and be like, my hair bald and it won't grow and it's burning. Can you help me? And then they like, okay. And they just look at your scalp. They take a skin biopsy and all they see is an overgrowth of bacteria. That's all they see. But you haven't told them none of your patterns, so they can't draw any like connections. So they just say, okay, well, that's a bacteria here. So here is a medication to kill the bacteria. They give you the medication to kill the bacteria, but you didn't tell them you grease your scalp. You didn't tell them you oil your scalp all the time. So you're using that product thinking that all it's going to take is for this product to work and then everything is going to be fine. Meanwhile, it is your trigger. You are triggering the scalp's inflammation with what you're doing, and you never stop the trigger. You just add on what the dermatologist told you to do. And then you say that the dermatologist, the stuff that they gave you didn't work. No, it's you. I'm sorry. Hey, GM Naturals, I love you. Hey, Sin, I installed box braids less than 5 days ago and got dandruff already. I'm so mad, laugh out loud. Can witch hazel help? Dandruff is normal for me, so is why I thought this would be okay. So, dandruff, my love, and you know you my boo. You know you my boo. And this is proof that I'm just a passionate person because Gym Naturals is my favorite person in here right now. So, dandruff, my love, is an overproduction of oil. That's all. That's all. So, dandruff, right, is your effect. Right? Dandruff is your effect. That's your final step. We got 3 steps. Dandruff is your final step, right? So you have inflammation. Dandruff is a form of inflammation, right? So you have inflammation, which causes the dandruff, right? But there's something triggering the inflammation. So we have to find what's causing your inflammation, babe. Not oh, let's kick, because if we just use the witch hazel is just going to be tackling the flakes on the scalp. But that's just the ending cause, right? But what got us here? What triggered the inflammation? That's what we gotta attack. So now, my love, what I need you to do is go back, because dandruff is an overproduction of sebum. So now what I need you to do is you got to get a notebook. You got to go back to the drawing board. What is my diet? Like, I'm not saying that your diet is wrong, right? But, okay, do me a favor. I'm getting ahead of myself with videos, but if you in here, you in here. And this is for everybody, but especially you Gym Naturals, because you my boo. So what I need you to do, I need you to make a list, right? Okay. And I need you to have two sides. We'll get a sheet of paper. One paper, I need you to title the top omega-6. Okay. Omega-6. Somebody put it in the comments for me, please. I am begging you. Omega-6 is on page 1. Page 2, I need you to put omega-3. Okay, so page 1, omega-6. Page 2, omega-3. Okay, so remember, our cause is inflammation. But we have a trigger. We have to find a trigger. So the reason that I said write omega-6 down is because omega-6 fatty acids, omega-6, causes inflammation. So what I need you to do, the reason that I'm telling you to write down, to get a paper and put on the top omega-6 is when we get, and this is everybody listening to the sound of my voice. When you get done, or even if you're on here right now, if you've already done, if you could copy and paste it and put it in the chat for other people, that would be great. But when you look up omega-6s cause inflammation. Your popcorn, your peanut butter, your nuts, like just look through bread, wheat, flour, like look through what are omega-6s, and then all of your fast food, any processed food, anything that was frozen and you warming up, any fast food, anything omega-6, like, and don't take my word for it. Look it up. Page 1, omega-6. And then when you type in omega, when you got omega-6, I need you to Google every food on this planet that consists of omega-6s. And then the next thing that I want you to put under omega-6 is what in American diet, because we're in America. And even if you ain't in America, what in the diet of where you live is rich in omega-6. And when you see the amount of foods that you are eating on a regular basis that cause inflammation, you are going to be blown away. So page 2 is omega-3. Remember, omega-6 causes inflammation. Omega-3 gets rid of the inflammation. I'm telling you what I know. My body deals with hidradenitis suppurativa. It's an autoinflammatory disorder. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to omega-3s and inflammation. That's literally what I deal with. Omega-3s kill and end inflammation. So your ginger, that's why my Serenity Spice Tea that's out is one of the best blends. My Serenity Spice and the chicory root and dandelion root, immaculate for getting rid, of inflammation. So your omega-3s get rid of the inflammation. So by you going down, that's why I said, babe, get 2 pieces of paper. First paper, every omega-6 that you can find listed, write it on the paper. And then on the second page, every omega-3 that you can find, write it on the paper. Eliminate as many of those omega-6s as you can and substitute them for other things. And then increase the amount of omega-3s that you intake. And I guarantee you your dandruff will be over. Because it's an overproduction of sebum. And the only time that your body is overproducing sebum is when the cortisol in your body is triggered. When the stress hormone in your body is triggered, your body's like, produce more sebum. I don't know what's wrong. Produce more sebum. So you'll start producing more sebum, and the offset of that is dandruff or seborrheic dermatitis. Right now, dandruff is very mild. The reason that you seeing flakes as soon as you put your braids in, your natural skin cell turnover cycle is only supposed to be every 28 days, right? But when you have dandruff, instead of the skin cell turnover cycle being every 28 days, it's like every 2 days, every 5 days, every 6 days, every 7 days. That's why as soon as you put the braids in, you saw the flakes, because your skin turned over trying to remove the oil. Don't get mad at me. It is a safe zone. And you don't even have to tell me if you don't want to. If you put oil or butter or anything on your scalp as you were braiding it, that is why you have dandruff. There's nothing wrong with you. Stop putting oil and butters and edge controls and stuff on the scalp. If you're gonna put edge control on, put it on very light. Hold on, I'm gonna get it. Hold on. Hold on, so most of the time, most of the time when people get edge control, they use it like this, right? You're not supposed to use edge control like this. That's how they show you online. This is what all the new little young girls doing to braid hair for whatever reason, because women been braiding hair for years without edge control, but you know, that's none of my business. So most people will use that. No, you don't do that. See that? And then you emulsify it in your hands, right? Then you emulsify it in your hands like that. Then you use it. It's supposed to be a tool to help you manipulate, not to block the follicle altogether. Just that little bit did the job, because it is for my hair, not my scalp. I don't need to pack my scalp full of something to use it as a tool. Do you see what I mean? Like I didn't have to put the entire thing of edge control on my hair for it to act as edge control. Like, products are tools. Do you see how I use this product as a tool just to like control my hair a little bit? Like, it doesn't have to be completely like smothered in product. It doesn't. And then I could take neck strip papers and then just sit under the dryer for a second, or I could just put like, I'm not getting back up. I should have my little hair wrap. But I could just put like my hair wrap on, and then it'll just mold, and by the time I take my scarf off, it'll be nothing. That's how you use edge control. You don't take a glob and smack it on your head. That's the difference. So that's what I want y'all to think about. How do you feel about the ponytail cutting people? I think that they're all, look, they doing exactly what they were supposed to do. They like, y'all like it when y'all see people do that. Y'all be like, ooh, they get views, they get clicks. It's for views and clicks. That's it. That's all I think about it. It is for views and clicks. It's a search term. It beefs up the algorithm. That's what I think about it. Like, nobody's actually doing that. It beefs up the algorithm. As soon as somebody see that, people gonna click. It's gonna go up to the top. That's why they doing it. Not because I think it's stupid. And I think it's gonna grow out looking really dumb. But you know, whatever. I had to start putting charcoal on my scalp. It always itched and was, nothing goes on your scalp but shampoo. YouTube stylist that I saw using a round brush. I got no. I don't want to say that. People gonna take that the wrong way. I learned how to use a round brush when I was 19. And I remember being in school, and my instructor was a white guy, Mr. Angelo. Hey, Mr. Angelo. And he was like, girl. He was like, no, we're not using that. And it was the comb attachment. I was like, I'm about to use this comb attachment. He was like, girl, no. we're gonna use a round brush. And I was saying the same stuff y'all say. Black people can't use that. We can, like the same stuff y'all say. I used to say before I went to school, but I went to school and I learned different. But I said, black girls can't do that. And he was like, sit down, just sit down. I'm like, you ain't about to do it on my hair, do it on hers. So it was another chick that was there with curly hair, and he sat her down, and she had super duper curly hair, and he took this round brush. He had two of them. He had one big one for the back for her longer hair, and he had one small one for her edges. And when I say he didn't even need a flat iron, he brown brushed the shit out of her hair. And after that, I said, "Show me your waist. Show me, please, honey, please. Show me, please. Show me your waist. Show me, please." So, but most women, most girls be like, brown brush is not for our hair. And like, it makes my skin crawl when I see women blow dry their hair first and then follow up with a round brush. It's like, what are you doing? The hydrogen bond already said that's done. Just finish with the, you know. Why do you think we are so scared to cut our hair? Because black women think that their hair don't grow. So when you cut it, you think it's never gonna grow back. That's my observation. I don't know. I don't feel that way. I will cut my hair in a minute. The first YouTuber content creator exposing rice order. Ugh. Some like it's so crazy because there were so many negative comments on there, and YouTube had put most of them, like had hid most of them. So I made a mistake and clicked this button telling YouTube they could unhide them. And now I'm talking like, even though it was so many years ago, like if I wasn't on my phone here, I would show y'all. But like when I say I get it's so much hate messages over rice water, like on a daily basis, to the point that I don't really check my comments, like my older comments. If the comments go past like a couple of days, I don't check them, because then I have to, yeah. Exactly. Splitting, trichinosis shouldn't happen. It should never happen. If you're trimming your hair, that hair shaft disorder will never happen. To be fair, that trichologist also went abroad and studied dermatology and is still studying. Gem nitrogens, which hazel will kill the bacteria. Use a cotton ball or a cotton pad, microfiber towel, rub it on the scalp with witch hazel. Don't get the raised with it. And I mean that's cool, but she needs to tackle the trigger first, because that's not, witch hazel does not kill enough bacteria to reset the sebaceous gland. It doesn't. So she still has to tackle the trigger. She has to figure out whatever she did to trigger the inflammation, and then she has to stop that. Because she can put witch hazel on her scalp until she's blue in the face. If she's still doing the thing that triggered the inflammation, it's never going away. So yeah. The first YouTuber content creator stylist who went against the grain. It didn't go along with. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Basically, weigh all the factors and make sure you disclose everything to the dermatologist and the trichologist. Yes, like disclose everything. Like a trichologist and a dermatologist and a cosmetologist are all scientists. And the only way that a scientist can get your results is if they know everything. I need to know everything. I need to know the whole thing, just like a lawyer. Like like when you go, if a lawyer is your defense attorney, you can't leave shit out. I can't defend you if I don't know everything. You tell me everything, even if you did it, my nigga. Like I need to know everything so I can get a good defense. But if I don't know everything, I'm be caught off guard. It's gonna be, oh shit, I wasn't prepared for that. Oh shit, I wasn't prepared for that. It's the same thing when you go see a dermatologist. You can't walk into no dermatologist and you don't you a person who, where's my thing? Oh, you a person who only wash their hair once every 6 months, or you've tried everything in the Team Natural community and you've been greasing your scalp for years. You've been putting Blue Magic on your scalp for years. You've been doing all this stuff to your scalp. You can't just walk into a dermatologist and say, my scalp balding, can you help me? No, he cannot. Not without you giving all the information. And please, I know we all, myself included, like to think that we're special. My baby, you are one of hundreds of thousands of clients that they've had. If you're not giving the information, they putting you in the same category with everybody else who didn't listen anyway. So they like, I'm not about to argue with her. She ain't gonna listen to shit I gotta say anyway. Here's your prescription. Bye. But you don't even, I'm not being disrespectful. You don't need to spend all that money. Just stop. Like, oh my God. Hair care is not complicated. Shampoo your hair, put conditioner in it, not on the scalp, on the ends. Put a leave-in conditioner in, blow dry your hair, and then style it. Only other product you need is one more, whatever your styling product is. If you flat iron your hair, all you need is a heat protectant. If you are blow drying your hair, all you need is a serum as you braid your hair down. Like, it's not that freaking complicated, bro. Oh my God. That's why dermatologists is be like, oh, here. Because what do you want me to say? It's not complicated. All you have to do is shampoo your hair, keep products off the scalp, shampoo your hair, dry it, keep it stretched so the oil can travel, the wax can travel from the follicle down the hair shaft, and then wash your hair on a regular basis. That is literally all there is to do. I'm sorry, there's no reason for you to go see it. What are you seeing a trichologist for? I'm not being disrespectful. Like, unless you have like some serious, I don't know. Just oh, I got you. Witch hazel just treats. Yes, witch hazel just treats the symptoms, not the root. Exactly. So that's what I want you to do. I just want you to like just look at all your patterns, babe. Like it's like, okay, when I tie my hair up, how do I tie my hair up? Because it could possibly be none of your actual external habits. Dandruff can come just from like what you ingesting. Like if you, that's why I told you to get list of the omega-6s and omega-3s, because if you see that the majority of your diet, like let's say you sit down and you see like, I'm not greasing my scalp, I'm not washing my hair, I don't co-wash, I actually shampoo, like you're doing everything right, then okay, go to your diet, become your own scientist. That's why my website is called The Guru. I don't want to be your guru, I want you to be your guru. So then go back to the drawing board, be like, okay, so everything that I do with my hair is good, but what is my diet like? And then sit down, look at that list of omega-6s that please, if don't nobody else listen to nothing I say, please do this. Look at the list of omega-6s and what foods have omega-6s, and limit the amount of foods that you eat. And I know, hold on, I'm about to read off some of them to y'all right now before we go. Because it's a lot. I don't know them off the top of my head. Because it is so important. Like, and any of my clients don't get mad at me because I know they're like, how you giving them shit you're giving us? But okay. Okay, so remember, everything that I'm saying is not like, oh, you can never have these things, but I do want y'all to really, really think about all of these things. So tofu, your oils, peanut butter, all processed food, like fast foods of any kind, right? Like any type of processed food is omega-6, right? Avocado oil is omega-6. Like I really want y'all to like think about the stuff that y'all been eating, like different mayonnaise is omega-6, right? But I want you to think about And the reason that I'm saying make sure you type in at the end on an American diet is because if you just type in what are omega-6 foods, the internet will probably give you like it'll probably give you like a couple of like some of the good ones, because there are like you have to have a balance of things, right? So it's not like super bad for you to have all of these, but okay, here we go. So even though walnuts are freaking amazing, right? They're freaking amazing. If you have the wrong type of walnuts in the wrong quantity, or if it's just all you're eating all the time and you're not just adding it as an addition, it can cause inflammation. Safflower oil is one, and then most vegetable oils in general are tofu. And then another thing that is really really big with inflammation, omega-6, is peanut butter, again avocado oil. And then I have over on my blog, which is coming soon, I have quite a few different ones that I'm gonna list for you guys, so make sure that you're there for that video. I want y'all to type in omega-6 so you're out. ChatGPT no, but this is the thing. All ChatGPT doesn't know anything. ChatGPT searches the internet, and ChatGPT just gives you everything people have posted on the internet. For example, like it's been multiple times. Like for example, right now, man, watch out. Look. On ChatGPT, if I go on ChatGPT right now and say, like, oh, is the lock method good for hair? They're gonna be like, yeah, the lock method is amazing, right? And then I'll come back and say, but the lock method ends up causing seborrheic dermatitis, blah 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 blah. ChatGPT will be like, you know what? My apologies. You're right, actually, and then it'll go into everything that I just said. ChatGPT is just scouring the internet in seconds to find all of the information that's already posted. ChatGPT is not giving you any new information that's not already there. Did you have a Black Friday sale on your tea? Nope. I love y'all, but I'm not. I don't really participate in stuff like that. Black, I know this is gonna sound rude, and I really hope don't nobody take this the wrong way, but Black Friday is a sale that happens at the end of the year. And most of the time, the stuff that you're putting on sale for Black Friday are the things that you still need to sell, or the things that you couldn't move throughout the year. I don't have anything that I wasn't able to move throughout the year. And I spend a lot of time and a whole lot of money making sure that I have the right products for y'all, and making sure that like all of my packaging and everything is good. So I'm sorry, I can't give discounts like for my teas and stuff. Like I'm getting my stuff organically sourced from a distributor, and I can't give it out for free just because it's a Black Friday. Like that has nothing to do with me. Like I'm sorry, I participate in stuff like that. And I know I didn't take it disrespectfully at all. That's why I like African hair braiding in my areas. They don't use products. That's what I'm saying. Like African, like girl, listen. I'm so here for this. Thank you, Sam. I'm excited. I usually don't put anything on my scalp, not anymore. But I bet there's a bunch of stuff in my diet. Yeah, just try that out. Like I'm almost willing to guarantee that it's probably just something in your diet that you can just reduce a little bit, that'll like slow down the inflammation. And again, you can increase the amount of avocados that you eat. Avocados will slow down your sebum production, and not slow it down to the point where, well, yeah, but it'll slow it down. So when you feel like it's regulating, you can stop eating them as much as you was eating them. But I remember someone braiding my hair with edge control. That was the last time I got my hair braided. Yeah. What about Sleek Styles? Do you use hairspray? What do you mean? Like a like a ponytail? Like yeah, but that's why hairstyles are for situations. You're never like that's like for an event or like somewhere special. Like you're never supposed to always have a ponytail or always. So yeah, you use hairspray and all of those hairstyling products, but it's only temporary. It's supposed to be washed off. And of course, if you pay for it, you keep the style in for like a week or so. But it's not supposed to be on your scalp long term. Yeast like fungus, sensitivity to healthcare products, skin conditions such as psoriasis and eczema are also the cause of dandruff. No love. Dandruff and seborrheic dermatitis are the same thing. Yeah, no. Eczema and psoriasis are not the cause of dandruff. That's not true, babe. That's not true, huh? That's not true. What tool is what? Scalp psoriasis, autoimmune skin disorder. Yes, and it's an autoimmune skin disorder. It has nothing to do with those are like dandruff is a mild version of seborrheic dermatitis and scalp psoriasis. There's no extra secret. That's not true. Dandruff is an overproduction of sebum. Period. Like it's your skin cell turnover cycle and by your sebum being overly produced it throws off the skin cell turnover cycle, so instead of the skin dying off every 28 days it's dying off every week or every 2 weeks instead of every 28 days. When you have seborrheic dermatitis, instead of the skin cells dying off every instead of the skin cells dying off every 2 weeks, they're dying off every day or every other day. That's the difference. It's not psoriasis and Dan doesn't cause. That's not true. Okay. I love y'all, but that's what I mean. I want y'all to like start researching more. Don't just read one thing and then if that's what you do professionally, girl, like what is going on? Oh my god, I said it when you said it. I'll cut my hair. Listen, what do you think about Revere for hair drying? The Revere air dryer, the one you stick in the hole, I think is really stupid. But if you just talking about the other Revere blow dryer, like a regular blow dryer, that's fine. But if you talking about the Glory Hole blow dryer, I think it's really stupid, and I think it's one of the greatest market employees to get y'all to start spending $500 on a Glory Hole. But anyway. If you're not good at round brushing, what is the alternative for a great way to get a blowout? I don't think I never said y'all should round brush your own hair. I never said that. The angle that I'm like this at with a client and the angle that I round brush up here with are two completely different things. I only round brush my hair when I really, really like want to get it like bone straight. But if you don't know what you're doing, use a paddle brush. That is a professional tool. Are you a trichologist, healthy hairstylist? I am a cosmetologist, not a hairstylist, an herbalist, a scientist, and a couple of other things. Trichology is such a very small window. That's why I don't bring it up. It's I was in school for 2 years. Trichology is a 2 week course. Like I don't. That's why I don't. It's not like I spend more time learning about hair color than I spend learning about trichology. Like just had a realization. We are so powerful as women. We buy food and cook for our family and giving them omega-3 rich foods without even knowing. Wow, just warm my heart. Exactly. So fatty acid, kind of like oil lipids in food. Yes. Peanut butter is omega 6. I'm not saying stop eating peanut butter, but like lower the amount of peanut butter that you're using, or try to replace it with a different butter. That makes sense. We take a bath and put on lotion. Her skin is glowing personality. Yep. Yep. Licensed cosmetologist. No, I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not a dermatologist. So no, I'm not a dermatologist. I work with dermatologists, but I'm not a dermatologist. I put avocado oil. I put avocado oil and olive oil and a lot of things that I make. I really hope that you don't put that in your hair though. But you But and a lot of people are not going to want to hear this, but if you are trying to cut down on omega 6s, almost all vegetable oils are omega 6 fatty acid. And this is something that I really almost like y'all are crazy as hell because they was like you can cook without oil. So when you can try to cook without oil, you really can use water. Like I went it's been weeks that I've went like I have oil in the house. Don't get me wrong, I do cook with coconut oil sometimes, but for them or avocado oil, but for the most part I try to cook my food without oil because you can, and oil does contain omega 6s and it does cause inflammation. The video glitched. I don't know what I said. Exactly. Yes, ChatGPT does not go deep unless you prompt it to. Yes, ChatGPT works for me. ChatGPT is my assistant. It only gives good prompts if you give it good information to search for. But if you just and that's to be honest, that's what a lot of the people that y'all be watching be doing. They be like, what causes hair growth? What is the best thing for hair growth in ChatGPT? Or what's one of the best let me see. I got it right here. I'm about to go, what's the best natural hair hack for, let's say, length retention? Watch this. I cannot make this shit up. Oh my god, I can't. Hold on. Okay. So I just said, what is the best natural hair hack for length retention? It's moisture and seal method. Keeps hair hydrated. Like, stop. Listen to me. This is why everything is being marketed to you the way it is. On the internet, this is what they're searching for. Length retention. Try the moisture and seal method. Keep your hair hydrated. Apply water-based leave-in conditioner. Seal moisture with a natural oil like jojoba oil or olive oil. This helps to prevent breakage from hair growth. Also, protective styles like braids and twists can max. Listen, look, girl, stop playing with me. Look, watch this. Y'all better stop playing with me. Hold on. Okay. But that causes hydrogen fatigue and follicle death. The environment, not hair products. It says you bring up moisture can be beneficial. The hair also absorbs moisture from the environment. Maintaining a balanced approach is key. Consider practices like regular deep conditioning to absorb that help with, but But deep conditioning doesn't help the body to absorb moisture from the environment or internally. You have to get it from internally, and then it's gonna say, you know what, you're right. Hold on, look. Hold on. The hair can only absorb 34. My nigga, look, I can't make this shit up. I said, getting moisture from the environment is better. The hair can only absorb 34% of what's on it. It says, absolutely, you're right. Natural moisture from the environment is crucial for hair health. It's essential to strike a balance between external products and allowing your hair to absorb moisture naturally. Protective styles, listen, can help to retain that environmental moisture. And using a satin, silk, or bonnet, satin or silk bonnet or scarf at night can prevent moisture loss. Staying hydrated yourself contributes to the health of your hair. Embrace both natural moisture and listen. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. YouTubers go on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT just came out. ChatGPT just searches the internet. They go on the internet and they'll find things like this, like, oh, how do you get moisture? Oh, we'll try moisture and seal. And then they just run with it because they don't know any scientific information to counteract it with. So they just run with it. But you could clearly see, I said, but wait, no, if you do moisture and seal, it's gonna cause follicle death and moisture overload. You get your moisture from the environment. They said you bring up a valid point. Then the next one I said, but getting moisture from the environment is better. The hair can only absorb 30% of what's on it. ChatGPT responded back to me and said, you're absolutely right. Stop playing with me. Y'all need to stop playing with me. What is the best hairstyle for low porosity hair to minimize breakage? There's no style that minimizes breakage. It's about your patterns and your routine, putting the style in and removing it. It don't have nothing to do with anything. And your porosity only has to do with the product that you use. Mom, what are you talking about? I'm about to. I don't know what you're talking about. She's a dermatologist. What do you do, Mom plus 8? I know you have children. I know you do that. But what do you do for a living? I'm interested. A simple search, and I found a medical journal explaining the difference between eczema and dandruff. Easy. Like a quick search, real quick. No problem, my love. Vegetable oil isn't good for the body. It's more dangerous than sugar. Yes. Thank you for adding that. That's so true. So if you have dandruff, do you just need to brush your hair more? No, if you have dandruff, you need to figure out why your body is producing more sebum and stop it. No, you don't need, there's no external thing that you can do when you have dandruff. You need to find out why your body is producing so much sebum. No brush, no comb, no hair product, no hairstyle is gonna fix it. Okay, Mom plus 8. Listen to me. Look at me real quick. This is not the channel for you. Do you understand? I don't know what you need out of life, but you will not find it here. In a minute, I am about to block you. Go argue with your boyfriend. Go argue with your daddy. Go argue with one of your kids. Go argue with your grandpa Hill. Go argue with our creator. I'm about to block you. I'm not here to argue and go back and forth with you about nothing. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I am about to block you. I am not on this earth to entertain women like you. I'm not here for women like you. I'm not. My love, go find your tribe. I'm not it. I am about to block you. Like, you're getting on my nerves in real life. I do not have to prove anything to you. I'm not showing you no certifications. That's why I don't care what nobody says. I will never share a degree that I hold with any of y'all. I love y'all so much. I'm not doing it. I did that for me. I didn't do anything. I don't have any education that I have now to prove anything to any of y'all. I am about to block you. My channel is not for the weak. Beat it. If you don't have, if you are the type of woman that is so absent of your own sovereignty and your own divinity that you need to see some records or something, beat it. I'm not here for that. I'm here for women who can think for their fucking selves. Beat it. I'm about to block you, sis, indefinitely, and then you don't ever have to worry about seeing or hearing my voice again because you won't even be able to find me on YouTube. I'm so serious. I'm not here for y'all broken, battered women. I am not here for you. Please hear me. I'm not here for you. Jesus Christ. Just annoying as hell. And that's the thing. I get it when some men be like, I'm done. I get it. Because I wouldn't be messing with some of y'all asses either. Mom plus 8. Yeah, you should go ahead and delete that message, sis. Go ahead and do it. Y'all are annoying. Because that's what I mean. It's annoying because it's late. It's 7 here. So it's 10 o'clock there. That means you somewhere sitting looking funky as hell with a bonnet on talking shit to me. I'm not going back and forth with you, girl. Beat it. Go brush your teeth. Get the little crust off your side. Go finish your food and beat it. I am about to block you. I'm not here for women like you. On God. On God. I pray every day that women like you don't find my channel. On God. And that's how you know that's how you know your energy is nasty, because you delete in your comments. If you have to delete shit, it shouldn't be typed in the first place. Accountability. Y'all women go, I'm not here. God damn it. I believe God put me here to point, hey, like after this, I hope you don't go on nobody page talking shit. Like, beat it. Y'all are annoying as hell. As hell. Like, about to be arguing with y'all. Go argue with your man. Or you probably don't have one. So you want to argue with me? No. Go buy. Beat it. Shit. Y'all are annoying. I'm about to get off in a minute. Like, sis is about to ruin it for everybody. Like, I'm irritated now. It's okay to ask questions or ask for explanation. That this isn't the way. Like, but that's what I mean. Y'all don't know how to. We not even going there. I don't care. I don't care. You just getting blocked. The next thing I see. So just go ahead and, like, moderators. The next, like, do I have any moderators in here today? Yes. Mindful career woman. Like, I swear to God. Like, and the thing is, like, go get your own channel and go debate over there. Girl, like, I'm pretty sure it's a couple of other dingleberries who think like you. Go make videos for them, but not over here. Shit. Jesus Christ. Anyway, saying we love you. Thank you for your knowledge. I know It was just a lot. Like, you just gonna keep leaving fucking comments. It was just a lot. Thank you. I love my moderator so much. In a minute, she like, I don't even want her on timeout. I want you out of here indefinitely, Shalissa, because you are annoying as hell. No, you're fine, baby. This is your house. You won't. You not. There's nowhere over here, so you don't got to worry about. But it's not facing. They won't see you over here. Look at the bed, and then look all over the bed, and then look under those pillows. Look in the bathroom. You know how.
Just finish talking. Just pretend I was there with you.
Okay. I'm being a little nuts now. My daughter in here, so. But anyway, do you guys have any more questions? And do you guys have any more questions? And Belle, can you turn the light off and close the door? You know, mommy don't like crack doors and the closet. That's been driving me crazy this whole time. I feel like somebody's looking at me. Okay, thank you. So yeah, do you guys have any questions? And the thing is, sis wasn't asking a question. She was trying to argue with me. What the hell is that? Oh, sis wasn't trying to ask a question. She was trying to argue. It is. Yes, it is. Like, so y'all can ask me whatever y'all want. Like, I don't think there's any such thing as a stupid question, but there's a difference between asking a question and making an argumentative statement. Ooh, a funny story. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all one that a couple of y'all probably already heard before, but it's only because I just thought about it this morning. Thank you so much for that, babe. Because, hold on. I am about to... New moderator in the house. So some of y'all are probably already heard this story before, but I just me and my mom just thought about it yesterday, either yesterday or earlier today, because we was at the grocery store. Oh, so this client in particular, she has a whole bunch of different stories. So I'ma just do one on this one. This is a pretty short one. This one's more so about my mom than the girls. My mom was so stupid. Like when we would be at my job, like especially when she saw like that I was tired and stuff. Okay. So this one girl, I'm not gonna say her name. This one girl, super duper sweet, but she was. I'll say this much just so you can get like a mental picture on like how her demeanor, how her personality was. Lord. So the person, that's what I'm saying. So her mom was a white lady, and she adopted her like when she was a baby. So that was her mom, but she was a white lady, an older white lady. She didn't really know too much about stuff. Okay, so anyway, that's only relevant if I tell y'all another part of the story. But anyway, so she was sitting there and she was talking about work, right? And mind you, I'm sitting there, I'm doing her hair. So the mirror is right here. So y'all are the mirror, right? And she can look in the mirror, she can see me and herself. So my mom was like, oh, so how was work? Or I forgot how it started. I just know my mom said, how was work? And she was like, it was a lot. Mind you, she worked at Smith's. Oh, my mom was such a child. Mind you, at the time, I want to say she was probably like 18, like 17 or 18, probably. It was her first job, so right after high school. And she was like, my mom asked her, oh, so how was work? And she was like, it was good, but I don't know. Like, I just get so irritated with people because they and she worked at the grocery store. She worked at Smith's at the time. And she was like, people just be taking their baskets and they just be leaving their baskets there. And then I got to go back and I got to put all of the stuff back. It's so rude. And then she was just going into detail and she was giving all the detail. But she was so upset about it, though. Like, it wasn't like something small. Like, oh, they no, she was like really animated. Like, it's ridiculous. And my mom is a freaking child. Like, she hasn't grown up at all since she's given birth to me. That's why I'm the way that I am. So as she's talking, I'm looking at my mother in the mirror and I'm like, please stop. Like, I turn around because I can't look at my mama through the mirror and say, stop it. Because the girl could see me. So I turn around and I look at my mom. I was like, Mom, stop. My mama was like, no. I have to say, I have to say this. You don't let nobody steal your joy. Do you hear me? She was like, no, but you don't understand. And then I have to go outside and I have to clear all the baskets out from outside. I have to go get all of the baskets and it's hot. It's Vegas and it's ridiculous. My mama said, hey, you stop. Hey, you stop it right now. She was about to cry. My mama her face. Mind you, I am doing her freaking hair. All she ever got was a silk press. So I am doing her freaking hair. My mom put the flat iron down real quick, Cynthia. And I'm looking at her like, Mom, I have other clients coming. But my mom is being an idiot. She's like, you be the best buggy pusher anybody has ever seen. Do you hear me? And don't you let nobody tell you different. You are the best buggy pusher anybody has ever seen. Do you hear me? And she was like, yes, I am. My mom was like, you say it. Say it. She was like, I'm the best. I'm the best boogie pusher anybody's ever seen. And nobody can mess with me. My mom said, say, nobody. Nobody. I push boogies like nobody else. I looked at my mom. I said, can I finish now? And she was like, yes. And she said, and another thing, the next time they come with all their stuff, you say, I'll put it up, but I want to get paid a little extra. I want some overtime. I am here later than I am supposed to be on my job. And I want overtime. My mama grabbed her face. Say it. Say it. Tell her you want overtime. Now she was like, I already get paid for overtime. My mom was like, say it harder. Mind you, my mom was grabbing her face the entire time. Say it harder. I want to get overtime. I want overtime. Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. Can you curl it tighter on this side? I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So I finished her hair. Y'all can, my mom is a child and I had to get my mama look like for real chill, like I gotta do her hair. So I finished doing her hair. My mama kept putting it on, and no matter what nobody say, no matter what's coming your way, you tell them I'm the best buggy pusher Smith has ever seen. Do you hear me? She was like, yeah, #1 buggy pusher. 2 weeks later, she came to get her hair done, and my mom was like, what did you do? What did you say? I told them. I told them, if you want me to be here, if you want me to be here, I swear to God, I go get my mom this happened. I told them, if you want me to be here for that amount of time, then you're gonna have to pay me overtime because I am not dumb. I'm smart, and you're not gonna treat me stupid. I deserve overtime and pay if you're gonna make me do all of that extra stuff because nobody else does that, only me. And then what did they say? Well, actually, her hair was in a ponytail because I had Didier. Okay. And then after this, my husband said I gotta come eat. After this, I told them I'm only working. I'm not working doubles anymore unless you pay me for the double. And my mom saying, what you say? What they say? They said okay. They said everything's fine. They didn't give me any overtime, but they just said I don't have to do the extra work because it's not in my job description. So that's the story that we get tonight. That was funny. That was, well, and mind you, the whole time I had to say like this. Couldn't laugh at all the entire time. So yeah. Got a mama like that. But my mother is a Scorpio. It's a lot. It is a lot for me. Sometimes I am a Cancer sun and moon, Gemini rising, raised by a Scorpio and a Sagittarius. Yeah. All right, you guys, I have to go. My husband's in here with his muscles, and he looks really hot, and black is his favorite color, and his beard like connects and stuff, and his shoulders are, oh, he's taking his shirt off, guys. I have to go now. Bye, guys.